So in this first video, I'm going to be teaching how to bump a volleyball. The first thing you need is a volleyball and yourself. To be in a good volleyball stance, you have to be shoulder width apart and you have to be bent down with your legs. And usually you want your right foot just slightly in front of your left. And that's your stance. And then you're going to need with your arms, you want your left arm and left hand in a fist, or your right hand, whatever's more comfortable, and then wrap that other ball, and then you want your thumbs next to each other, and you're going to point your thumbs down to the ground to create a flat surface to pump the volleyball with. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is then, when you get the volleyball, you want to practice the motion. It's mostly legs, and you're not moving or swinging your arms. So you're down here, and you just lift your legs up to bump the volleyball. So this motion. Okay, so now we're going to do pass progression. This is the steps to learning how to bump volleyball. So first, you start here and your partner's going to put a ball on your arm, and you just practice the form of lifting the volleyball as if you're bumping. And then each time you make that pass, you want to say mine to assert that you are taking the volleyball. Mine. Okay. The next step in pass progression is taking your steps. So because I'm right-handed, I put my right foot slightly in front. So I'm in a step to the ball. So I go left, right, and then I do bump. And remember, you want to stay low. So mine.
Next skill we're going to do is incorporate your right hand and your left hand dribbling.
Mine.
Back and forth.
Okay, so the last one is a toss. So you're doing that same left, right when you come to the volleyball and bump and say mine. So, okay. Mine.
For the next drill, we're going to be behind the back.
Mine.
Consistently.
Mine. And yeah, just make sure that you don't swing your arms and you create that really flat surface. So, because volleyball gets difficult and the ball's not always going to come right to you, you have to learn how to dip your shoulders and to dive to get the volleyball. So when you're passing, you can, when the ball comes to either your left or your right side and you want to get it to your target, you dip this shoulder and keep your platform, but then it will continue to go to that way that you are pointing. And I'll show you that.
Oh wait, that was the wrong way.
No, that works. So you see I'm dipping my arms, not my hips, all hips to then get the ball back to that target. Yeah, and the other way. Okay, so sometimes you have to dive to get the ball. So when you're down in your stance, what you want to do is you're going to lean with your legs as far as you can, and then dive out. And then you can do the same left. You're lean and dive. Okay, so then when a spike is hit, it's coming much harder, so you want to just make sure you keep that platform and let the ball hit you, and make sure not to swing your arms.
So we're going to slow this down and just go through it to show the technique. So here you see me starting with my hands apart and loose, ready to move. And when the ball is hit, I move, I jump to spot, and as you see, I lean a little bit and move that platform, give it a nice angle to the target. And I really didn't have to do much lifting on the ball because the spike was so hard driven. So here I want to show an example of when it's okay to swing your arms when passing. So Elena is in motion and she has to dip her shoulder and the ball's not hard driven. So because of that, she needs to swing her arms a little bit to give the ball that extra push to get right to target. So another time when you need to pass is on serve receive. This ball is coming from behind the end line. So usually the girl is putting her whole power into it. So it's usually coming very fast and very hard. So as you can see, I get down here, I shuffle into my platform and I get really low and I don't move my arms at all. I almost cushion the ball. I take it in a little bit so I don't swing my arms at all to softly get it up to target without blasting it to the ceiling.